and welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm going to talk about the books that I want to reread, and some of these, well, are obvious, some of these are not, so I'm just going to get started right away. To Kill a Mockingbird. I've read this in 2019, I would say, on the beach. This was a copy from a former friend. She gifted it to me, and that's a copy I've read back then. And I have no recollection of this book whatsoever. I just know that I enjoyed reading it, and I don't know. I can't even tell you what it's about. Like, many people already read this and have recollection what it's about. Well, I could read it back. I could. But if I'm going to explain what each book is about, we're going to sit here for yet another hour. So I'm not going to do this. I mean, it's a classic. So many people know it by now, so yeah. Like, I have already read it, so I want to reread it. Because, I don't know, maybe I should reread a classic before I get into new ones? Does that make sense? I have no idea. But yeah. And then the next book is When You Were Everything. This book is about a friendship breakup, and yeah, it's so relatable. Cried my heart out because of this book, and there's so many relatable quotes. I want to reread it because I want to annotate it. Because I read it as an ebook and then got a physical copy, and I really need to annotate this. It was so good. It was a 5-star. And I am checking my list on my iPad, so I don't forget any books, because, well, I have a stack here, but there's some ebooks that I don't want to forget. And the next book is an ebook. So the next book would be We Can't Keep Meeting Like This by Rachel and Solomon, one of the authors that I really enjoy reading. That was the book which started my journey with her books, and I was obsessed from the start, and then I just read many books of her, by her, in that year. I know it's wedding themed, like to people who are working in, well, to teenagers who are helping out in their families' businesses and always getting together when there are weddings. I really want to reread this book because I want to do a video about Rachel and Solomon and her books, the way I also did with Elsie Silver. But I have to reread at least one book to see if my ratings from back then are still valid now, so I thought I would read the first one, at least. Then the next book would be the Heartstopper series. I know it's not finished yet. There's one volume left, but I do want to reread this series over and over again. Like, I already read once or twice, I have no idea, but I just think it's so cute. I like the story so much, and yeah, it's a nice and easy and quick read. It's a very quick read. And now that I'm seeing it, I kind of want to do it now, but I'm not going to. But it would be nice. And the next book is You'll Miss Me When I'm Gone, also by Rachel and Solomon. That was one of the books that were most impactful for me, and I think it's one of her best books that she ever published. Seriously, I think, wasn't that also her debut novel? I have no idea at this moment, but I just know that this book was crazy. It was crazy and I want to read it again. It was so good. Like, it's about two sisters and one of them has a disease that the other doesn't have. And like a genetic disease, and one has it, the other doesn't, and it was really emotional, seriously. And oh god, this book, I just know, I mean, I just know I'm going to have the feels again when I read it, but I think that this book really is on my mind. Not that often, but sometimes I'm thinking about that story. And in all honesty, that doesn't happen all that often. Like, sometimes I'm just like, yeah, once and done. Not the case here. The next book is yet another book by Rachel and Solomon. Yes, I wanted to reread one at least, but then I was looking at the list and was like, oh yeah, that would be cool too. So here I am. I want to reread See You Yesterday. It's a time loop story thing, and it was so much fun. And yeah, I enjoyed it, so I want to reread it. And now, now we're getting to a book which I want to show in literally every video. I already yapped about it hundreds of times. People we meet on vacation. It's funny because it's true. I want to reread this book because I need to finish my annotations, because I started annotating this book, but I want to annotate the hell out of this book. Like, I want to annotate it so bad that it's not going to be readable anymore. Oh god, I love it. I love it so much. This book is my favorite. I think it's one of my absolute favorite books, and I need everyone to love this book. So many people don't like this book as much as the other Emily Henry books, and I'm just like, what the hell? This is everything. I have to, I don't know, wave this book around a little bit more, so I love it. I love it so much. If you couldn't tell, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. And once this movie comes out, oh boy, I am going to be insufferable. I love it. I love it so much. Oh. I love it. Oh my god. But I can't yap all that much about one book. So, well, I can, but I won't. Just Last Night by Valerie McFarlane. I don't know if I pronounced her last name right, but I know I must have pronounced her first name right because she wrote it in her Instagram biography. Just Last Night, I just remember that this book was so sad and heavy with so much grief, and I definitely rooted for the wrong couple at first because somehow I could relate a little bit, and this book does a very good job at setting yourself in the shoes of the main character. Like, I was reading this book and I was like, oh yeah, I hate that character too. Oh yeah, I don't like this person. And then once the opinion changed, I was like, oh, girl. I was always on the main character side. Like, I just love this book. It was so good. Like, okay, it wasn't even a 5-star for me, so why do I say that I love it? But I do like it enough that I want to reread it. Like, it was a 4-star read. I want to reread it. I just know that it hit me in my feels. I have no idea. Sometimes I'm just saying things and then my brain is just like, wait. Is that so? What can I say? I am just too active for everything sometimes. My brain, at least. The next book would be The Ballad of Never After and Once Upon a Broken Heart, the book before that. I had such a great time reading this book, which is why I even have the hard copy, even though the hardcover or whatever. Even though I do quite want to have the pink paperbacks. Well, what can I say? I just... I need to reread this. It was so magical. I love it. Yeah, but I'm not going to yap all that much every time I present a book. So, the next book is Ignite Me. This is my only 5-star read of the Shatter Me series. I love this book. And yes, I love Aaron Warner. So, of course, this is my favorite book. Ugh, I like this book. I want to reread this so much because I know I had such a great time while reading this and just want to experience all of this all over again. So, into the next book, which is a fantasy, Throne of Glass. Already yapped about this series enough on my channel. I want to reread it because I think after finishing the series last year, this is going to slap, rereading the first book, or like all the other books as well. I need this in my life. No idea if it's going to happen this year because I have so many books I have to read, even without my rereads. So yeah, and like I'm on my first reread, which is A Court of Mist and Fury, my first reread, and it's July. Okay, now we're at Fourth Wing. The same thing with Throne of Glass. I would like to reread this book to see what I missed the first time. I don't know. I just know I had such a great time reading this. I remember being at a Gamescom and reading this in the queue while I was waiting to play in Zoe. And yeah, I really would like to read this book again. This summer will be different. I have yapped about this book a little bit as well. It's a 5-star book. I love it. Many books are 5-star reads because that's why I want to reread them. So yeah. I just had the best time reading it last year, and yes, I really need to reread this. Just thinking about it gives me the feels, and I think the color scheme just fits me. Just have to say this, which is why I'm going to show yet another book which has a similar color scheme. Beat Read by Emily Henry, my favorite author. I want to reread all of her books, so you can tell people who meet on vacation already showed it. So Beat Read, you can just say every book from Beat Read to Great Big Beautiful Life. I want to reread them all. Especially Funny Story, but I've read this only this year for the first time, so I don't know. Because I usually wait a year to reread books, so maybe I'll break my ban. This book was in the hands of a university friend for a while, and she annotated it as well, and I just want to know what she annotated, so I really would like to read this again. And of course, reading a book by Emily Henry is always a gift. So the next books are by Elsie Silver and are in the same series, so I'm just going to hold them up at the same time. Elsie Silver, the Chestnut Spring series. These two are missing in a stack, so here they are. First, Heartless. I want to reread it because I think I'm going to hitch it up to a 5-star instead of a 4.5. Because the more I thought about this book, I was like, oh no, it's a 5-star, to be honest. So I want to reread it, and then I'll probably hitch it up to a 5-star read. And I really want to reread this book. It was so good. And the next, Powerless, I want to reread this as well because this was my favorite. I love it. And oh my god, I love Jasper and Sloane. And yeah, I want to reread my annotations here as well. Okay, we were at Powerless. Next on my list is Book Lovers, but it's one of the Emily Henry books, so that's it. Now I'm going to get some things off my shelf because I didn't want to have such a big stack here. The next book would be Binding 13. Yes, I've read it this year, but I already want to reread it, even though I'm not finished with the entire series. But I would like to reread it. Maybe next year in January when the story begins, like January 10. I think that it was such a great thing for me to read this book for the first time in January as well. Like, it was around that time when I started this book. And I don't know, it just fit right. I want to reread this for sure. No idea when, but yeah. Yeah, the next would be Happy Place. But like I said, it's one of those books that I already mentioned. The next book would be The Deal. I would like to reread The Deal because it was so good, and I don't know, maybe I would rate it even higher because I rated it a 4.25, but somehow I do think about it quite a lot, so maybe this would be a good reread. And yeah, well, funny story, like I said, I have my list. Where is it? Business or Pleasure. This was such a great book. I had so much fun reading this, but also so much cringe at the beginning. It was so good. Like, I felt the embarrassment and kind of disappointment so much. This book, it does a very good job of second-hand embarrassment. Just thinking about it, how I felt, makes me giddy because it was just so insane. Yeah, the next two books would be Wild Love and Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I really like those two books and I would like to reread those sometime. Definitely not this year because I am waiting for Wild Card. But yeah, it would be nice to reread those next year maybe. And the next book that I am going to reread someday, definitely not now, maybe not even next year, but Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I think my reread would be so nice and easy, because the first time I didn't understand a thing and now I understand more, so that would be nice. Okay, yeah, well, let's get right into it. Keeping 13, I think I'm going to reread the entire Boys of Torment series once I finish the entire Boys of Torment series. Like, Keeping 13 isn't that long ago that I finished it, so what can I say? I haven't even started Saving 6, but I want to reread the other 2 books, even though they caused me so much pain and tears. That's okay. I'm just going to talk about yet another book which destroyed me. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. I relate to this book too much, and I want to annotate this book. I haven't the first time I've read this, so that would be a nice choice. And the next book would be Better Than the Movies. Better Than the Movies, and I can get this one. Better Than the Movies. I had such a great time, and I would like to already reread it, but I finished it last month or so. Like, what the hell? Why do I want to reread this already? Just like the X-Files, I've finished it this month. I don't want to reread it so badly. You have no idea, I want to reread this book so badly and make my own annotations, because this was the book that my friend gifted me and I annotated, and I love it. It was so good. And I want to reread Addicted to You sometimes, but this was also a book that I finished this month. And The Right Move as well. Also finished this month, but also want to reread because it was so good. It's insane that I just have the urge to reread so many of the books that I've finished this year, because usually I don't have the urge to reread a book immediately. Like, Emily Henry books, okay, but there are so many books that I've read only this year or last year, and I already want to reread them. Like, that's not normal behavior for me. And I have no idea why I can't speak today, so I'm really sorry for that. But these are all the books that I wanted to mention. So I have no idea which books I am going to reread this year. I'm on my Account of Mist and Fury reread, and I'm having so much fun with it, but I'm also taking it slow because, like, I already know the story. I don't want to rush myself because I'm having so much fun having it slow. I'm just vibing my way through this book. I'm also reading other books, so yeah. I have no idea which books I'm going to reread this year, but I think I would like to reread People Meet on Vacation for sure, because I can't see myself reading this book every year. And Heartless would be a good pick. Those 2 books are books that I really would like to reread this year. So I have no idea which books are going to end up on my books that I actually reread this year, because I do have some plans for my end of the year videos, because they're going to be statistics and lists, and here there I'm just excited because I am updating my lists and getting my lists to the top level, and I'm just so excited to do videos with my lists. Why do I love lists so much? I have no idea. Lists are so good. But yeah, I think I yapped enough for this time. And I need to clean up the mess I made, because like I have a major, oh my god, a major stack of books. That I need to get to. So I hope you're all having a great day, and see you hopefully in my next video. Bye bye. Wait, no. I didn't explain this correctly. Like, how do I say this without getting my tongue tied? Duh.